All right, so here's our very last one, guys. We're at the end. So example 4. So example 3, we found the missing side. Example 4, we're going to find the missing angle. The angle. So with this part, we might have multiple sides, but they don't give us an actual number for an angle, which means we have to find it. So our first step again is trying to figure out which non-right angle we're going to use for labeling the sides and all that good stuff. So the non-right angle that they gave us, which is theta, is this angle right here, which is B. So we're going to say B, and that's our theta. All right. So from angle B, we're going to label our sides. So again, what's across from it is your opposite, what's next to it is adjacent, and the longest side is your hypotenuse. All right, so labeling this real quick, we got opposite, and I'm going to abbreviate these. We have our adjacent side, this is right next to the angle, right next to, and then we have our hypotenuse. Bam. So we got all sides labeled just like that. Bam, 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 lickety spit, pop, 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 pop. All right, we did step 2. All right, so then we're going to figure out which angle we need to try to find, which we already know that answer, because that was the same as answer 1. So we're going to find angle B. That's one we don't know yet. All right. So step 4, again, we're looking at what other information they gave us. So they gave us, first off, we know, well, this part, we're always going to be in degree mode here unless they literally say radians. So we're going to be in degree mode. Unless they tell you specifically, oh, we're going to be radians. It's going to be degree mode. All right, we also are given the opposite side, which is 17. And we're given the adjacent side, which is 14. All right, so they gave us all those pieces right there. So they give us everything we need. So for step 5, we're going to be still using angle B, but we need to find the trig function, and let's go write this down to SOHCAHTOA. We need to find the trig function that has both opposite and adjacent in it, because they gave us the opposite side, they gave us the adjacent side. So we got to find the trig function that has both of those in it, and hopefully everybody is saying tangent. Everybody say tangent. So with that, everybody hopefully said tangent with it. So we're gonna do tan theta. Sorry, I said it. Tangent, not tan. Tangent theta. So opposite of our adjacent. All right, so we wrote that down. So now we're gonna fill the values in and we're gonna try to solve it out for step 5. So we don't know what theta is, so that stays theta. Tangent theta. Our opposite side is 17. Our adjacent side is 14. And we have to solve this bad boy out. Now, with this, the thing that I was talking about before, you can't just break up theta and tangent just like that. You gotta do something crazy with it or something big. Just like you gotta have that breakup song, like if you're with your love of your life and then you break up with them and you're like, oh my gosh, my life is over. That's what's gonna have to happen here. So with this, we're gonna have to break up tangent and theta. So in order to break up an angle in trig function, I'm gonna write down the words, so write it down on your paper. In order to break up a trig function and an angle, you have to do the inverse. Say it with me. Do the inverse. Do the inverse. Do the inverse. So with that, we're going to have to do the inverse of this part. So I'm going to rewrite this tangent part down again that we have over here on the left side. And I'm going to show you we have to do our inverse. So because it's tangent, we have to use tangent inverse. We have to do tangent inverse of both sides. Fourteen. All right. So when we do our inverse, that means tangent and tan inverse cancel each other out. They're opposite of each other. So like that bad boy and that good boy, they cancel each other out like that. That good girl and that bad girl, they cancel each other out like that. So all you left was just with you, that's theta. And we have tan inverse of this bad boy. Right, and that's a 14 right there. All right, so we're gonna put that into the calculator and we're gonna get an answer. So you can again do this in Desmos or you can do it in the 84 calculator. I'm gonna do it in the 84 calculator this time. But if you need to see it in Desmos later on, you can do it in, we can talk about that. All right, so we're gonna be in radian degree mode still. So make sure we hit mode and make sure we change it down to degree. So we're in degree mode. Bam. All right, so now we need to make sure we go ahead and get to the home screen and put this bad boy in her. All right, so we're gonna hit second mode. We're gonna do tan inverse. So it says tan inverse of 17 over 14. So we're gonna do tan inverse and in tan inverse. So tan is here, tan inverse is in blue. So it means we need to hit the blue button, go to tan, and we're gonna do 17 over 14. And then we hit enters. And we found our answer to be 50 degrees. Oh, you know what, guys? I am so sorry. This whole time I've been saying 17, it's been 7.7. And I'm sure y'all probably already saw that, but my bad. This is supposed to be 7.7 for all these guys. My fault. I am so sorry. 7.7, 7.7, 7.7, 7.7. I'm so sorry, guys. My fault. That is 7.7. All right, so now we're gonna put that into the calculator. Oh, my bad, my bad. But the great thing about the calculator, if you messed up like that, all you have to do is do second and enter to bring it back up again, and we can just change the numbers. That is 7.7, not 17, but 7.7 divided by 14. Whew, I've been saying that wrong the whole problem. But I'm sure you guys knew what was going on. You probably like, Mr. Hall, like, what in the world? Oh my gosh, it's so weird. But I adjusted it, it's fixed. So your final answer should be actually, we're gonna round that up to a whole number to be 29. So 29 degrees. So we're in degree mode. So our theta is gonna be 29 degrees. And I do apologize, guys. For some reason, I kept in my head, I kept saying 17, but on my paper it has 7.7. All right, so that's it, guys. We made it. We did it. So we looked at how to looked at SOHCAHTOA. We looked at how to label sides. We looked at how to put things in the calculator for sine and cosine, tangent, degree modes type things. We also learned how to find the side that's missing and also figure out how to do that angle that's missing. So the only thing that's left, and you guys already know how to do this. So I have a video that's already down in the portion here that deals with using Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side. So they give you two sides. You should be able to use Pythagorean theorem to find the third side really easily. And if you remember, we did that in vectors, so we already know how to do that. Hey, there we go.